So let's look at AMD stock and see if we can find some relevant information on AMD stock, AMD and NVIDIA. We're going to look at both of them, advanced micro devices. The stock has been falling since March 2024. So let's look at the structure to see what we can get and potentially look at a good opportunity to get into the stock buying. AMD stock, I think it's looking good to buy in. Price have dropped significantly. It looks like a good time to buy AMD stock. It looks like a good time. But let's continue the chart. Let's continue the chart. At the end of the chart, we will get to the root of the matter. So this is the roof, and this is the floor, where the price has completed the roof and as well the floor. So what we want to see is a buy opportunity into AMD stock. You can see price is currently in a buy position for AMD stock. But I see one thing, we have to find out a breakout. We have a descending trend line. I believe technically price will come back by pulling out from the ascending trend line for final buy liquidity. So this is what we have. This is the floor. And let's get the roof. So what we want to see right now here is the possibility of price breaking out from the demand floor and then come to this area where I will advise you to buy AMD stock. I want the price to return here, then we can now go higher. AMD stock is actually in a good place of buy, but I wouldn't want that. I want price to pull out from the ascending trend line as a fake out, then pull back. They will continue from where demand has existed. These are two demand floor, after which price has gone to update the roof, and the two roof has given us an ascending trend line. And when we mix them, it becomes a bullish channel. So what we want to see here is the possibility that price will pull back to break out from the demand floor. The possibility is very high because we have a break of structure at this level, and I see price ultimately respecting the structure. I see price ultimately respecting it after pullout. This might likely be a zone to watch. So this is a zone we want to watch. So we want to see if it's possible for price to break this level. A break of this level will ultimately push price up. But I think that price AMD stock still needs to come down up to 82. If we get AMD stock up to 82, it makes a good sense to enter from that level. This is the level where I will advise, but where AMD stock is good for buy. But I know there's a probability for a pullback. There is a very high probability for a pullback. So on technical, price can still slide down. So this is what we'll have for AMD, and we'll look at Nvidia, and look at next week. So we'll be looking at all the tech companies. Then later we'll look at S&P 500. After we look at NASDAQ. So we look at NASDAQ and see what NASDAQ has done, and we call it today for the big techs. FS Hub, stocks, commodities, indices, Kadash sharp practice, Kadash sharp practice, a kind of structure. You see that structure, the price is dropped. It's for educational purpose. Don't take it serious. So this was confirmation for sell. Where we have your resistance structure, and final resistance structure, price has dropped. So this is what we have for. I believe that price has to come down more. If price comes to this zone, but where price is now is good for a buy. So, but if you're buying here, you have to make sure that your stop loss is good enough. This is good for a buy. But I will not advise anybody to buy AMD stock from that level. But at that level, it makes a whole lot of sense. I want price to come down to complete the floor, a touch on the floor, then you now enter for the stop and go long. Xavier first help. AMD.